Welcome to the AGOSCI 2011 conference in Adelaide, taking it to the street. This welcome message has been created using contributions from people all over Australia and from past editions of the AGOSCI in Focus newsletter. A heartfelt thanks to all who have contributed. Welcome to our AAC community, a community that you should feel privileged to be a part of. So what are the qualities needed to be a part of this community? Well, you need to be able to feel the joy that may even bring tears to your eyes, seeing a person succeed when given opportunity. You should want to be part of a group of people who promote the sharing of laughter, achievement, and real connection without boundaries, who encourage self-expression, who promote the right to make choice and have these choices recognised and respected, who acknowledge the importance of fun and sharing, and who challenge barriers and forge opportunities. You need to value and respect the contribution of people with complex communication needs to our lives as individuals and to the world that we all share.
I think my device is great because I can tell some cool jokes. I like to chat on Facebook. One night Dad and Mum were having an argument because they couldn't find my socks. Out of the blue I said my socks are in the bathroom. I stopped the argument and surprised everyone, including me.
Welcome to our AGOSCI. For more than 30 years now, AGOSCI has been part of making a difference for people with complex communication needs and the people in their lives. AGOSCI helps create connections. It supports the sharing of ideas. It brings people together. It grows people's strengths. Through AGOSCI events such as our conferences, friendships are made, alliances are forged, ideas are created, and assumed limitations are challenged. AGOSCI provides mentors. AGOSCI opens expectations. AGOSCI is the most important part of my working life. It has given me a network of colleagues and friends that I can relate to and ask for advice.
At the Canberra AGOSCI conference, it was great to see Alice's confidence grow. She had the chance to present a paper, develop friendships with other AAC users, and become part of a large AAC community.
I want to go to the conference because I think it will benefit my confidence in speaking out in public, and it will give the opportunity to meet people who have the same condition as me. I think this conference is going to empower me.
In Melbourne I met Melinda Smith, and she is my hero. Mel talked to me about the importance of working on spelling to help get my message across, and told me stories of when she was a young person, and how her mum made her work so hard on her communication. Mel inspired me.
Thanks AGOSCI for building connections, confidence, and communities.
Welcome to our past. 30 years on, now is our opportunity to look back at all that has been achieved, to take pride in our history and the changes that our members have contributed to appreciate the hard work and shared vision of our community and its role in making some really amazing things happen, to reflect on our past, honour the contribution made by our members, and find in those contributions the strength, courage and determination to ensure that the voice of the AAC community in Australia is heard in every forum. I do remember very clearly the first visit from Hilary Johnson and Karen Bloomberg, who came to Adelaide in the 80s and presented their work and ideas around augmentative and alternative communication and complex communication needs. It provided the spark that ignited the fire and lit up the whole AAC scene in South Australia at that time. Many people have contributed to our successes. Many of our members have been true luminaries, blazing a path to a different future and providing truly inspirational examples. We've learned that opinions can be changed, that opportunities should be taken with both hands, and that there's strength in courage and persistence, and optimism and openness, and in laughter and creativity and reflection. Welcome to our world of change, our present world, a world that is ready, a world in which many have yet to learn about AAC and the difference that it can make, a world that needs to be taught that the ability and responsibility to support successful communication belongs to everybody, a world that needs information. Now is the time to forge ahead and break down the barriers. We have a voice, and it's time for that voice to be heard. We are a part of the change, and now is the time to take augmentative and alternative communication out there to the streets, to challenge the assumptions and preconceptions that limit, and to challenge the community.
The most challenging thing about having to use AAC is that it is slow.
The most challenging thing about having to use AAC I found are telling people that I am using AAC, getting to use to all different types of communication aids.
I find the time it takes for me to communicate the most frustrating. The whole rhythm of the conversation is thrown off. If I want to contribute to a discussion, or if I have to type what I want to say, conversation is never fluid and easy. At least with signing, people are still engaged, still listening, and it feels less forced.
I find it hard to use my high-tech. Sometimes I just can't get it together. I prefer my light-tech, my pod, and to use my dazzling smile and yes, and know that these are not enough. I know I have to do more. I have to keep working.
It undermines my personhood, because even though people often mean well, they unknowingly take away from my integrity and my autonomy. I feel it shows that they don't know how to relate to me, as if I was a foreign species. It is an awful experience.
I feel invisible.
When people in the community talk to my camera instead of them talking to me, I feel angry because even though I can't talk, I can understand them. If people took a bit of time to talk to me, they can see that I can answer them back. By talking to me, people will get to know the real me and how I am not different than everyone else.
Talk to the hand, because if you talk to me like a little kid, I won't be listening.
It makes you feel a part of this family.
A great thing for people needing AAC is that this technology has been pounced on by the general community, being cutting edge, cool, affordable and desirable on its own basis for its entertainment, work and lifestyle uses.
I simply ask that you respect my choice, and don't feel bad when I don't use my communication device. It doesn't reflect on you, it reflects on my personality and my life. And the next time you have a client who only uses a device, sometimes think beyond the device. There could be a much stronger reason why.
You can't relate to people unless you are willing to tune into their views and learn from them.
Before my accident, I was acutely unaware of the huge importance of both clearly and succinctly conveying one's thoughts or wishes.
Lack of speech does not mean lack of understanding. Welcome to the future. Our future is full of opportunities. We'll strive to be world leaders, the initiators of change, the challengers of our society.
I would like to see more acceptance by people in the community of people who use AAC.
The most useful actions from the community I found are looking at me when they are talking to me, using my iPhone, using my iPad. When I don't have my communication aids, it is useful if people ask me yes and no questions. Using gesture. Acknowledging noises like,
Confront the issue. I often find that people are so worried about saying something that is politically incorrect that it creates a barrier. In some ways I feel it's more respectful if people are honest and say what they are thinking, because it creates a more sincere dialogue. Also, always speak directly to the person, even if they need assistance to reply.
If someone asked me how to learn how to use a device, I would say the best thing is to just have conversations.
To be able to create his own messages, not from the options we give him. I haven't heard him say, "I love you." One day it may happen.
AGOSCI and Isaac in camps like Big Mouth and Camp Have a Chat have inspired me to keep working on my communication. Each time I have a chance to meet with other AAC users, I'm networking and building my skills. I'll learn from others as they share their journey.
Communication is something that happens all the time. AAC belongs everywhere. Seeing that the word accessibility means more than just physical access. Being in a world that understands that participation is more than just being in the same space. It's about being able to create your own message and have it successfully understood and acknowledged. Our future is bright. Our community, our AGOSCI, strives to provide opportunities to create real friendships that inspire and empower and encourage, to challenge attitudes and policies and ignorance that limit the opportunities for people with complex communication needs, to learn and share our knowledge and learning, and to have fun, to dance, to be creative, to achieve, to enjoy our lives and each other. Now is the time to take our stories and our voices to the streets.
We now officially open the 2011 AGOSCI conference, taking it to the streets.